Leah stood in silence, lost in thought. Her gaze drifted slowly from David and wandered through the tidy boutique. Everything was beautiful and precise, yet far too formal and lifeless for the conversation between them. A faint smile curved her lips. This is only a display, the surface of a story, but its heart and soul are elsewhere. Come with me, I want to show you where these clothes truly breathe. David followed her. Leah stopped at a plain wooden door at the end of the corridor. She laid her hand on it and pushed gently. The space beyond was nothing like the boutique's polished showroom. It was a living workshop, alive with creative chaos. Bare brick walls were lined with pencil sketches, fabric swatches pinned in clusters, handwritten notes. The air was laced with the scent of stale coffee and freshly cut cloth. The golden light of late afternoon spilled through a small window, settling softly over a large, cluttered work table strewn with tools, paper, and half-formed ideas. On the far wall hung a massive mood board. Visions of Marseille, sun-warmed limestone cliffs, a turquoise sea glimmering under the light, narrow cobblestone alleys, and the weathered faces of fishermen whose skin told of years spent battling the tides. But what stole David's breath was a corner of that same board, a cluster of photographs of himself, not flawless magazine portraits, but candid moments caught by paparazzi, blurred and taken from a distance. Him in the London rain, eyes fixed on nowhere. Him alone in a crowded cafe, lost in thought. In a voice barely above a whisper, he asked, "Where did you get these?" Leah stood beside him. "This is you when you thought no one was watching, and that's exactly when I was seeing you." Her gaze returned to the images of Marseille. "That's why I chose it. The light there doesn't lie. It reveals what you've been hiding for years." David stared at the photographs as if seeing himself for the very first time. "I don't tear down your walls, David," Leah went on. "I just shine enough light for you to find yourself." He ran his fingers over one of the sketches, the very coat he was wearing now. His voice held a trace of wonder. "So it's not just a campaign?" Leah shook her head, lowering her voice to a near whisper. "It never was. It's a promise. Between me, you, and the man you're meant to become." David turned toward her. For the first time, Leah saw his face clearly. He was in his 30s, his dark brown hair, neatly styled except for a few rebellious strands falling onto his forehead. His deep, shadowed eyes had built an invisible wall between himself and the world, but behind them lay an old wound. His skin was smooth and fair, yet faint shadows beneath his eyes spoke of sleepless nights and endless travel. He had the frame of a professional model, but today there was nothing stiff or hollow about him. He looked like a man who had finally found and accepted himself. "I thought I'd just come to try on clothes," David said. Leah's smile reached the depths of her eyes, bright and triumphant. "You didn't come to try on clothes. You came to clothe yourself." A charged silence fell between them, heavier and truer than any signed contract. Leah walked to the window and pushed it open. A soft breeze carried in the scent of jasmine, breathing new life into the room. Her voice was calm but resolute, leaving no space for doubt. "So, David, are you ready for the South?" David lifted his collar as if shrugging off the weight of years. With a smile that held both the bitterness of the past and the freedom of the future, he said, "I'm ready.